Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video on Serious About Salvage. It's good to finally be feeling a bit better. Still a little bit, the voice, but yeah, I'm ready to actually start doing some stuff now. It's just absolutely freezing. I don't know if you can see my breath. It's 1 degree at the minute. It's freezing. Anyway, we're going to continue today with the ST200. This is pretty much finished, so hopefully this video is the last one. Be done with. It's pretty much had a complete full respray, this car now, to make it match properly and make it look right. I will show you later on, but at the moment I can't because the battery's charging on the camera. So you're on the stand and you've got an extension lead to you and all that rubbish. So yeah, today what we need to do basically is get this bumper off, repair the outside air temp sensor. We have a new one, don't we, with a bit of wire on it. Fit the spotlights, refit the bumper, a pair of splash guards, and it's actually booked in for MOT today, so we'll get it in for MOT as well. We do have a slight issue gearbox wise. We've got a little bit of a gearbox oil leak from the drive shaft seal on the passenger side. I've got the seal ordered. It should have been here yesterday, so worst case we may end up with a advisory from that, but there's not a lot really I can do. It's got to get MOT today and I'll just put the seal in as soon as it turns up. It's not pouring out, it's just a little drip every so often, so it's fine to drive. Yeah, it is what it is. I want to get it MOT today. Other than that, I think that'll be it. It'll be done finally. It's been a long project. Yeah, this bumper I think is held on by one screw, so if I can move you a bit closer, try there. Let's take this bumper off. So I'm sure the sides, yeah, the sides are loose. Let's just drop it a bit. I'm pretty sure just the one fixing in the top is holding this on. So I'll just put you there. I think it's that. So let's see if we can do this now. I hate working with gloves on, so you don't get the feel for your fingers, you know, when you're messing with little fixings and stuff, but it's that cold today. I haven't got much choice. Right. There you go. Bumper off. Make sure that don't fall over. And the wire, I mean, it's down this side, but this is what I've got. I got this on one of my front panels that I bought a bit back. Outside air temp sensor. 2 wires, green and yellow and green and blue. These should match these. Yes, green, yellow, green, blue. So all we need to do is just match them back up. And then, well, the mounting bracket's slightly different, but it wants to be in there. So what we'll do is just open that up, make the door a little bit better so it fixes in. And that should do us. That should be then that issue sorted. There's nothing else wrong. I've been running the car a little bit. Engine's really good, to be fair, really good. So I think I'll get camera around corner for you and try and capture this on camera. Right, that was pretty simple. I've routed it a bit different because I've got a lot more wire, and because it fits different, I've mounted it under there instead of through there, so the ends are within pretty close to each other where they would have been. So I will wrap them up as well a bit, but I think first of all let's test it. Let's see if it's working. That's going to be the main thing. So basically where the mileage is, right above it is where it shows the outside air temperature, and before it was just showing a dash, and now it's showing 46 degrees. Well, it ain't 46 degrees, that's for sure. Okay, not ideal. What we're going to do about that? Let's start it up, see if anything changes. Oh, do they have to calibrate themselves or anything? You wouldn't have thought so, would you? But yeah, I can assure you it's not 45 degrees. It's not even 5 degrees in here. It's weird, isn't it, that? Well, that didn't quite go to plan, did it? I'm not sure why. Well, trust me, it ain't 45 degrees. What's going on with that? They're both connected, right way around, soldered joints, definitely getting a connection. You have to bear with me a little bit. I'll have to just have a look into this, see if I can figure it out. Alright, I've had a bit of a play around. I haven't got another sensor, but what I did do is I tried the sensor off the Audi A1, and with that on it read 60 something degrees. With this it reads 40 something. Bit weird really, isn't it? All I can think of doing is get a breaker to cut off a length of wire with the plug and the sensor off an ST180, because that sensor is off a 1.2 Z-Tech. I can't see it being any reason why it'd be any different. And replace it again. So what I've done, I've moved it down here so that I can get to it without getting the bumper off, and also to give it a chance to see if it calibrates, you know, just being driven around, because I can't wait. Like I said, you know, I need to get this bumper on, get the car finished, because MOT's in like 2 hours, so we can't mess around with it. We've just got to get on with it, and yeah, we'll just have to see if it decides to 45 degrees, see if it decides to sort itself out. If not, perhaps it's the wrong sensor maybe. Right, anyway, got spotlights fit, so we're going to put this bumper back on now and we're going to screw it up properly. It shouldn't ever have to come off again, fingers crossed. So let's get that done. Right, we're ready for the MOT. Few little niggly bits left to do. Also, I don't know if I showed you, it's got red interior lights. Yeah, a few little niggly bits to do. Do you know the little plastic trim that goes on underneath the bumper? It goes up into the arch and fixes to your arch liners. Well, the one I had, I thought they were all the same, and obviously they're not the same for the ST180 bumpers, so I need to get one of them. We've got a slight leak on the washer bottle. The pump is leaking, so I've just ordered a new pump. It's literally just a drip, so I'm hoping I'll fill it before I go. I'm sure I'll get it for MOT with that. We need a new wiper blade. This one is missing quite a bit, and then it's just a case of sticking the ST200 badge back on, and bits of trim like that, just nuts bonding back on, and also the Ford badge. But I don't want to do them all now because it's got to go soon to MOT. So I'll bond all them on tonight because I need to wedge things against them to make sure they stick in fully. And that'll be all them bits and pieces done then. I keep forgetting I need to go and get the spare wheel from there's a spare wheel over Accrington, I think it is. And then a good clean. We've also got to figure out why outside air temp sensor is still showing 44 degrees. I'm not convinced it's a sensor, you see. Or I mean, like I said, there's probably a good chance it's the wrong sensor. I mean, in my naivety, I would have thought all air temp sensors will be the same. It's just a loop, and show the element inside measures temperatures as far as I'm aware. But maybe not, maybe not. To get two different readings from two different sensors, 60 odd, 65 I think, and 45. I don't know, like I said, I'll give it a little bit of time just to see if it'll calibrate itself, and maybe do a bit of Googling, but we'll have to put it right at some point, won't we? So yeah, I mean, bonnet all lines up nice. It could perhaps go down a touch there, maybe actually. Might adjust it a little bit to go down there. Colour's great. Car looks really good. Yeah, over the moon with it really. So I'll go and get it MOT'd now, and I'll update you with how I get on. Right, back from the, well, I'm not back now actually. This is a couple of days later. And unfortunately we have a big fat fail. We have a fail. The car did not get through MOT. But yeah, if you just look at the ice on it, this has been inside for like 2 days. It's freezing up here at the moment. It's like -2 at the minute, I think. Is it colder? Let's have a look on phone. Well, at 8:30 this morning it was -5. So I don't know what it is right now. Anyway, yeah, the car has failed MOT. Nothing major. It turns out that not only is the water pump leaking, it also doesn't work. I didn't try it. I just presumed. So I've ordered another pump. Fingers crossed it's the pump. We had to buy one anyway because the old one's leaking. If it still doesn't work with a new one on, they'll then diagnose the wiring. It's not a problem. So yeah, washers don't work. We have a knackered track rod end on this end. It's strange really, because it doesn't knock or bang at all driving, but it is pretty dead. He showed me, jacked up. Yeah. And thirdly, the gearbox oil leak, obviously from the drive shaft seal. And the seal's still not turned up. I don't know what is going on with our post at the moment. Anything through Royal Mail is just not arriving, and there isn't a strike on at the moment. I mean, all the couriers are coming perfect. Royal Mail, it's just a nightmare at the minute, so until that comes, I can't do anything with it. So yeah, they were the 3 things washer motor, track rod end, gearbox oil leak, all the rest, great, very good. But it has developed an issue, or not so much developed. I was aware of it, but I thought I had solved it. And what's basically happening is, after 4 ignition cycles, the engine management light's coming on, and I'll show you the code. It's got a code for camshaft to crankshaft correlation. It's basically saying, or trying to tell me that the engine's not timed up correctly, or it thinks it's not timed up correctly. It could be a sensor. I mean, it could be a slightly stretched belt. I think worst case, it could be a stretched belt, which in that case we're going to be putting a cam belt kit on it, which I'm not bothered about. But first of all, we need to go through the sensors, because obviously I've been into live data. I can read the intake cam and the exhaust cam sensors, and they're reading the reading and they move when you rev the engine. Now I don't know if they're reading correctly, obviously I don't know the parameters, what it should be, but I can't find in the live data anywhere where I can read what the crankshaft sensor is telling the car. So, I mean, my first port of call is going to be crankshaft sensor, and luckily we've got the old engine here. So we've got, that's your crankshaft sensor there, this one, very easy to change. That's going to be the first thing to try. You've got the exhaust cam sensor there, that's that one. The intake cam sensor is that. Now obviously this engine, this is loose, but you've got to loosen it like that to get that sensor out, which is that one there, like I said. So the issue is the correlation between what this sensor is telling it and what this sensor is telling it. That's the problem. But strangely, the car runs absolutely perfect. It's not misfiring. It pulls great. Yeah, it's a strange one, which is why I don't think it's actually a stretched belt, or actually that it is out of time. I think it's just a sensor's gone down, and probably that crankshaft sensor, seeing as I can't find anywhere to read the values for it. So yeah, we need to figure that out. But as I did say earlier, I've glued in the Ford badge, and which side was it? It was this side, wasn't it? I've bonded back on the side skirt. The only badge I need to put on is the ST200, but I wanted to do that with, I've got some really good double-sided tape at home. That's like clear, and so I want to stick that on with them. I just keep forgetting to bring the tape up. So yeah, we're really almost there with this car. Just a few bits and pieces are just holding it up, but it's looking great. And it doesn't half drive well, honestly, it really drives well. It's a little bit of a bumpy ride, don't get me wrong. And I think I found the trim that goes under the bumper as well, so that should be good if that comes through. So yeah, really, what I'm going to do is, obviously because I haven't got the seal for the drive shaft, and there's a few bits to do, excuse me, I'm going to end this video here for 2 reasons. You haven't had a video in a while, I need to get something on the channel, and yeah, because I'm waiting for bits and pieces, we can make another video going through all them extras, get it retested again, and then get it cleaned up and stuff, and get another video out of it. But yeah, so close. It's a great car, it'll get there. We just need to persevere. So yeah, thank you as always for watching. I'm sorry if this isn't quite as long as my videos usually are, and we haven't done all that much, but this is how it will sometimes. So yeah, thank you for watching, massively appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.